SHMACKEMAGOB, people, it's me with a new track by track, and this one is from Stan Danley. He wanted me to put the first Rush album against the first Judas Priest album. This is a good one. Which album do I like more? I'm more of a Priest fan, but I gotta give the nod to this one. This is a great album, don't get me wrong, but I think Priest really found their feet on the next album, Sad Wings of Destiny. But this album, it has its heavy moments. It's a great album. I'm not bashing this at all. I just think this one's better. So let's do this. Technically, I know Stan didn't tell me, you know, I mean, it doesn't have technically the same amount of tracks, but there are songs off Sad Wings that kind of bleed into each other, so I did the math in my head. So I made 3 songs into one, and so it can have the same amount of tracks. Because, you know, honestly, what are those 3 songs again? It's Winter, Deep Freeze, and Winter Retreat. It's pretty much a song, but, you know, and Cheater kind of bleeds, but, you know, I left Cheater as a separate track. Alright, so we start with Find My Way versus One for the Road. Both great tracks, but I'm giving that one a Rush. I think Find My Way is better. Alright, one for Rush. Then we got Need Some Love versus Rocka Rolla. Both great tracks, but I'm going to go with the more commercial one. Rocka Rolla. I'm giving it to so un-Priest-like, but I dig that song. Alright, then we got Take a Friend. It's a good, happy, heavy tune. And that one's going against those 3 tracks I was talking about, which is Winter, Deep Freeze, and Retreat. I'm giving that one to Rush. I love Take a Friend. I think it's a rockin' song. Alright, then we got Here Again versus Cheater. You know, Cheater kind of, that riff in Cheater kind of reminds me a little bit of Saints in Hell from Stained Class. It's kind of, you know, it's got a little different modification, but it's kind of got the same riff. Here Again is a good bluesy type tune, mellow, and I love Here Again, but you know what? I'm giving that one a Cheater. And this is, man, look at this. Side 1, it's a tie, 2 against 2. This is going to be an interesting one. Alright, then we got Never Satisfied, Rules. Oh, What You Doing? Ooh. Oh, see, I hate when this happens, man. Almost a tie, man. Almost, because I know what I'm going to pick. But damn, I love Never Satisfied, man. Armored Saint does a great cover of that. But I'm going with the song that Skid Row covered, What You Doing? Alright. Wow, that was a tough one. I mean, they're pretty much what tied, you know? Alright, In the Mood, a good little rock and roll ditty versus Run of the Mill. Alright, no. I love In the Mood, but Run of the Mill is probably my favorite track off this album. It's mellow, 8 minutes long or something like that. Very long song. But Run of the Mill is awesome. Absolutely love it. I love it more than In the Mood. Ooh, man, this is great. 3-3. Man, they're going back and forth, aren't they? Then we got, oh man, Before After. Probably my second favorite track off this album. Versus Dying to Meet You. I'm giving that one a Rush. Yeah. Before and After is so killer, so heavy. I dig it, man. Then we got Working Man versus Caviar and Mess, which is kind of like a little instrumental. It's not even a song, really. Working Man is probably, yeah, I would say it is my favorite track on there. So, man, the last 2 tracks, Rush came up and got the last 2 points. So Rush got 5 and Priest got 3. It was a good battle, though, man. That was a good one. They're both great fucking albums, man. But the one I like more won. I like when the one I don't like as much wins. But what are you gonna do? But I do want to thank Stan Danley for donating for this episode. And I love that you picked 2 albums I didn't have to study. I hate when people send me stuff, to donate stuff, and I'm like, oh man. And then, especially if I have to check it out and don't like it. It's a chore, man. But these two albums I love, and thank you so much. If you want to donate, my PayPal is in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel and click that little bell. And if you don't subscribe to my channel, fuck you. SHMACKEMAGOB! Hey, check out my podcast, The VIERA Vault, on SPREAKER, YouTube, and iTunes. Subscribe. The links are below.
Looking for some new podcasts to listen to? Well, Rat Salad Review Network has plenty of shows to choose from. Like Rat Salad Review, where they discuss the latest rock and metal news, as well as interviews and albums. Album vs. Album, the King Diamond Podcast, with Wayne Noon, Greg Norgal, and sometimes this guy.
SHMACKEMAGOB!
Ralph Vieira is also on our network with the VIERA Vault. There's also Old Man Metal's Musings, where he discusses heavy metal and beer. Music is Life with Lou Mavs. The Right Opinion for those who love politics. A South Park podcast called Suck My Balls. The Infinite Fringe, a watch-along wrestling show called Beyond Bushido. Ex-Stradivarius guitarist, the Timo Tolkki podcast. And the Great Harry Barnett with I Don't Even Like Podcasts. So check out ratsaladreview.com or search Rat Salad Review on YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and more.